During World War II, military strategists put in practice 3 levels of warfare. These were strategic, operational, and tactical levels of war. Although this division has its basis in the Napoleonic Wars and the American Civil War, this war level theory was formulated for the first time by the Prussians following the Franco-Prussian War. It has been mostly truly developed by the Soviets later on, I admit, but it's only the American military circles that the division of war into 3 levels have been gaining prominence and became official after the Second World War, also in the manual Introduction to Army Field. This leveling of warfare also found its way in corporate organizations. So in the 1960s, strategy consultant companies became involved in the design of organizations and the way organizations can achieve the performance targets, weaken the competitors, achieve a competitive advantage, and ensure a long-term survival of the organization. Also, OD scholars and strategy planning specialists found out that diversified companies had different lines of business under one umbrella, and that strategies are initiated on 4 levels. So came a 4th level. The strategies of each level of the organization were known by the name of their level. The 4 levels of strategy, as we still know them today, are corporate level strategy, business level, functional level, and the operational level. This piece of history gives us a good insight into how modern, though 20th century organization designers decided to define the layers of the organization. The highest top-level management level, also known as the strategic level. This level determines, as the first level, broad strategic strokes of the organization and focuses on the big picture. In this layer you will find high-level managers with a substantial amount of experience, ideal across a wide variety of functions. Many high-level managers become part of an executive team by mastering their functional disciplines across various roles. They will become Chief Operating Officer, Marketing Officer, Technology Officer, CIO, Chief Financial Officer, the CFO, or the Chief Executive Officer, CEO. The next 3 levels that we will find contain the senior, middle, and first-line management. Sometimes these 3 levels are combined into 2 or even sometimes 1. It actually all depends on the complexity of the size of your organization. To measure complexity of layers, I like to refer to another video, which is the span of control video, for more details and the methodologies used to define management layers more accurately. So basic thing is that the 3 levels or the 3 layers of management, mid-management, are also called tactical, operational, and first-line layers. So these 3 management layers contain intermediate management layers that are accountable to top management, which is that first layer, strategic, and responsible for leading teams and individuals. First-line management balances functional expertise with strong interpersonal skills to optimize specific operational processes. At the same time, the higher-level managers are accountable to the top-level management for their department's function, and they devote more time to organizational and directional functions that are upper management. And all these differentiation of these 3 management levels make out 80 to 90% of all organizational changes and determine the management cost of an organization. Finally, we'll have also what we call a support layer. So that would be the 5th layer in total as a maximum we will find, where you will find the bulk of individual contributors on the day-to-day operations for lower level tasks. It is evident that, aside from layering methodologies, the management style, organization culture, governance model, and regulations influence the way an organization is layered. We must also say that these 5 layers also sometimes get split up due to geographical bounds and so on. This goes back to my first video on layers. So the conclusion is that the primary advantage of layering organizations is that different management professionals can view the organization from a different angle. Top-level managers tend to focus mostly on strategy and more significant picture thinking, while middle managers focus on aligning a large work group towards shared objectives. Finally, the front-line managers or the first-line managers thrive in pursuing operational efficiency, hiring on entry and mid-level talent, and also assessing performance. So on the downside, I must say that this tends to consolidate power on the top of the organization or build steep corporate ladders and often profoundly, sometimes polarized income even. It can also create one-way information flows where top management creates plans without understanding the core processes of the organization. Managing organization vertically can reduce also flexibility and definitely agility. Nevertheless, this layering methodology is still a prominent approach in organizational design and therefore not to be denied.